Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are only 97 days away from the 2026 Daytona 500. So as we continue the countdown and the profile of the car numbers, car number 97, which we just got news a couple days ago that number 97 will be returning to the Cup Series with one and only Shane Van Gisbergen and his family number from Australia. I loved what Trackhouse put out there with the letter, all the drivers talking about it, and having Dale Jr. talking about Connor's Village, and then the letter from Shane's dad, and just seeing the emotion in Shane. Hell, I got emotional watching it and thought that was pretty cool. I kind of wish they would have done this last year. So he only drove the 97, but that's cool. Yeah, but bringing the 97 back, it'd be the first race to 97 in Cup since November 18, 2018. The first race was September 17, 1950. The 97 hasn't made a lot of starts. Only 690 in the Cup Series, 17 wins, 74 top 5s, 182 top 10s, 386 poles, 75 different drivers have won in it. 75 different drivers have drove the 97 in the Cup. Only 3 have won. So we know Shane's going to make that a 4th this year. The 97 has been a Ford, 553 starts, mostly with Roush Racing. We know Chad Little, Kurt Busch, and all of them drove it for Jack. 71 times that 97 was a Chevy, 35 Pontiac, 27 Buick, 24 Olds, 13 Toyota, 3 Dodge, 3 Hudson, 1 Lincoln, 1 Mercury, 1 Plymouth. So kind of the gamut of all of them. The Xfinity side, only 260 starts for the 97. 7 wins, which 3 of those by Shane Van Gisbergen in 2024 for Colic Racing. 20 top 5s, 37 top 10s. First race for the 97 Xfinity was May 29th, 1982. The last race last year, November 9th, 2024. Only 2 drivers ever won with the 97 in Xfinity. On the truck side, just 57 starts and 9 top 10s. The first race was August 16, 1997. The last race was August 15th, 2025. Only 13 drivers have ever driven the 97 as a truck. So on the Cup side, Kurt Busch, 184 starts. That is the most by the car number 97. I did a little math. In 2031, 4 races in, 2031 season, if Shane drives it completely, he'll tie that in that 5th race in 2031. He will be the most starts in the number 97 in the Cup. 14 wins is what Kurt Busch has. 5 seasons plus a few races. I think Shane can do that. So Shane may end up being the most starts in the 97 in the Cup and the most wins in the 97 in the Cup, which would be super cool, especially with the history he has with that number. If he can take that number from the Australia, everything that was done there with it, all the different forms of racing, and bring it to America, that'd be pretty awesome. 43 top 5s for Kurt Busch, 79 top 10s, 3 poles, average finish 17.4. Chad Little had 128 starts, and both of those were with Jack Roush. 1 top 5, 14 top 10s, average finish at 23.7. Henley Gray, 119 starts, 4 top 5s, 34 top 10s, average finish 15.4. Again, these stats are just for these drivers in the car number 97. So we know Kurt Busch had 600 some starts, I think it was, whatever it ended up with, plus the championship. He won the championship in the 97, but a lot of those other wins and stuff came in other car numbers. Bill Emmerich, 33 starts, 1 win, 14 top 5s, 20 top 10s, 2 poles, average finish 13.4. Red Farmer, 21 starts, 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, average finish 29.6. Harry Leak, 18 starts, 8 top 5s, 8 top 10s, 13.7 average finish. And then Parnella Jones, 8 starts, 2 wins, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, average finish 17.4. On the Xfinity side, 48 starts is the most, which is kind of shocking. That number's not been around a whole lot there. Xfinity, Morgan Shepherd, 48 starts, 4 wins, 11 top 5s, 17 top 10s, 21.9 average finish. Joe Bessie, 40 starts, 2 top 5s, 9 top 10s, 18.4 average finish. And then the one and only Shane Van Gisbergen, 33 starts in that one season with Colic in Xfinity, 3 wins, 7 top 5s, 10 top 10s, average finish 16.5. Now, I want to know, if you go back on my X page and you look, I had it pinned at one point, right after he won the Chicago Street Course. I'm talking like days later. I tweeted, or X, whatever you want to call it, posted to Matt Colic, Chris Rice, I think it had Marks and people from TMD on there, and I said that, so was that 23 when he did that? So I said in 24, Shane needs to drive for Colic's Xfinity program with a few races in Cup. And I mentioned car numbers, obviously car numbers change. The fact that I said this like Wednesday after he won, and the fact he ended up doing that, I'm like, oh damn, that's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I meant to tell him about that when I met him at Gateway, but I forgot about it. I was just kind of starstruck, if you know what I mean. Peyton Steller, 16 starts, average finish 28.2. Harry Lee Hill, 12 starts, average finish 21.4. Joe Nemechek and Ryan Ellis each with 10 starts. Average finish for Joe Nemechek, 27.3. Average finish for Ryan Ellis, 29.3. On the truck side, again, 13 different drivers that all drove this. Again, the list I'm having here is not an all-inclusive list. You can go to driveraverages.com. You can get that all-inclusive list and look at every single driver that ever drove the number 97. I'm just doing the top 5 or 6, and a little bit, maybe like I added Parnelli Jones to the Cup because he has those 2 wins, and we know he's the road course guy back then, and kind of the Shane's, I think a little bit better getting on ovals than what Parnelli was, but Parnelli was the IndyCar guy that came to Cup. Jesse Little, 31 starts, 7 top 10s, average finish 17.8. Robbie Lyons, 5 starts, average finish 24.4. Jeff Choquette, 4 starts, 2 top 10s, average finish 14.0. Stephen Wallace, Rusty Wallace's son, 3 starts, average finish 16.3. Matt Lofton, 3 starts, average finish 28.3. So, yes, there's a lot of stats, 690 starts for the Cup side, but in the grand scheme of all the NASCAR numbers, that's not that much. Seeing Shane Van Gisbergen in the 97 for the 2026 season, which I think would be really good for him. Trackhouse, second to none when they do announcements like that. That was really cool. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun season seeing the 97 back on the track and winning races. We know he's going to win races this year. All right, we are 97 days away from that 2026 Daytona 500. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.